They're off. Starter gets them away for the Betfair Exchange Stayers Handicap Hurdle. A shade over 2 circuits for this Grade 3 prize. If the cap fits and the double green is prominent, with Ask Dylan racing out wide with the white sleeves. Well grouped through the first couple of 100 yards. Right place, right time in the pale blue. And Stony Mountain right on the inner in a spotted and starred jacket as they head into the first turn, going along at around about 30 miles an hour amid some autumn sunshine, as If the Cap Fits heads away towards the back straight. And striding on now, opens up by 3 or 4 lengths. Right place, right time is disputing second with Bass Rock in the emerald green. Orby's Legend in the Highclere silks, the light blue with the dark cap shadowed by Ask Dylan. And then Stony Mountain against the rail to Riggs with the royal blue sleeves. Flight Deck with the red cap. Did They Leave You Out too? Out wide are the hoops with a white cap, and Dr. Duffy widest of all in a spotted jacket. Gladiateur Alain and Don Lavant the final pair as they take the opening flight. All handled out safely, and they move on fairly swiftly to the second. If the Cap Fits, and Darrell Jacob in the Bristol de May silks, and If the Cap Fits responded with an almost Bristol de May like leap there, gave it plenty of daylight. Leads by 3 lengths, the others tightly grouped in behind. Right place, right time in the pale blue, disputing second with Bass Rock, the green and yellow. Orby's Legend between them. The keen going Stony Mountain down on the inner is being slipstreamed by Gladiateur Alain, who's also pulling quite hard. The orange silks for Izzy Williams, preparing now to run left-handed out of the back straight for the first time. So entering the last 2.5 miles, and it's If the Cap Fits. Bass Rock racing wide as Stony Mountain, that pair now disputing second. Right place, right time sitting on their tails is just fourth. Orby's Legend wide, and Gladiateur Alain continues to tug his way through the field. He's up into about 6th position on straightening. Dr. Duffy out wide in a spotted jacket is followed there by Did They Leave You Out too? And then Riggs towards the far side, the white cap to Flight Deck. Ask Dylan, who jumped off handily, has rather lost his position. The pink and white jacket is last but one, and Don Lavant is the back marker. They've all cleared safely out over the 4th. So If the Cap Fits, leading this Betfair Exchange Stayers field to Bass Rock. Gladiateur Alain continuing to pull his way through the field, and he's moving up to come and press for the lead now. Hasn't settled at all through the first half of the race. If the Cap Fits and Gladiateur Alain at the 6th, almost inseparable. Stony Mountain kicked it flat to the ground. He's in 4th place, just behind Bass Rock. Then Orby's Legend in the light and dark blue, accompanied by Right Place, Right Time, the all pale blue. Did They Leave You Out too? Racing wide of Dr. Duffy. Riggs is covered up against the running rail, and then back to Flight Deck, the red cap racing alongside Ask Dylan, and Don Lavant continues at the back of the field. Halfway, and Gladiateur Alain has seized control here, still not settling, and he's opened up by a couple of lengths over If the Cap Fits. Similar margin to Bass Rock, just shading third to Stony Mountain, Orby's Legend. Dr. Duffy in a spotted jacket, Right Place, Right Time, and Riggs race next from Did They Leave You Out too? And Owner Mate Flight Deck. Ask Dylan between that pair, and Don Lavant in the pink and purple at the back of the field. Moving on towards the 7th, first of the 3 across in the back straight. Gladiateur Alain over neatly enough, flicking the top. No more than 8 lengths would cover the field, heading now towards the last mile or so of the race. Gladiateur Alain to If the Cap Fits, Bass Rock. Riggs is getting a bit closer down at the rail. Flight Deck, the red cap being bustled along. Ask Dylan coming under a bit of pressure in rear as well. As they run on now towards the last on the far side, it's 4 from home. Gladiateur Alain to If the Cap Fits, Riggs. Bass Rock out wide, followed by Dr. Duffy in the spots. Then Orby's Legend. Right place, right time. Just a little bit stuttery there in the light blue, and he's a bit further back through the field than he was earlier in the race. Stony Mountain is still there against the running rail, though he's forfeited 1 or 2 positions. Dillon really is struggling. Don Lavant in the pink and purple is beginning to work into it from the rear as they head inside the last half mile and prepare to swing for home. The keen-going Gladiateur Alain against the rail. Bass Rock out wide in the green and yellow. If the cap fits between them, Riggs coming under a bit of pressure in behind. White Cap angling for a position. Dr. Duffy down the near side in the spots is closing. Orby's Legend responding to pressure. 3 out, and there Bass Rock led as Gladiateur Alain folds quite quickly. Don Lavant still being finessed into it. Spot the pink and purple silks for Izzy Williams. She's yet to twitch on Don Lavant. Here's the second last. Bass Rock joined by Riggs, the white cap. Don Lavant's stamina about to be tested as he moves into third. Then Dr. Duffy, Orby's Legend. Right place, right time. If the cap fits, weakened away. Here's the final flight. Riggs in the centre came alongside Bass Rock. Now push comes to shove for Don Lavant down the near side. Asked to stretch. 3 in a line as they head inside the last furlong. Don Lavant the near side, Riggs in the centre, Bass Rock on the far side. Don Lavant, Riggs is battling back gamely under pressure. Don Lavant driven out by Izzy Williams and proves his stamina. Don Lavant sees off Riggs. Bass Rock is back in third. It's very close for fourth. With Stony Mountain finishing alongside Flight Deck. Then right place, right time.
Don Lavant has won a valuable staying handicap hurdle under an excellent ride from Izzy Williams. Well done, that was cool.
Yeah, he's not a tricky horse. To call him tricky is a bit harsh on him, but he likes to be held up and he idles when you get to the front, so you've only got 1 go with him. So I just wanted to save my petrol and have 1 go after the last, and even then I thought I got there too soon.
It looked to us that they went a steady gallop.
I mean, he's been running over 2 miles, and for a while he was a little bit outpaced, but I mean, I guess there's lots of class horses in that race, but yeah, it all worked out well.
This race has been won by some very good horses. Paisley Park, Sam Spinner. I wonder how sort of high he can continue to climb.
Well, I mean, that was a career best there today. We've been thinking about this race since the Welsh Champion Hurdle. We didn't know whether he would see the trip out as well as he has over 2. But I mean, we'll enjoy today and think about it another day.
Your dad said you've been thinking about this race since the Welsh Champion Hurdle, not him. He gave you all the praise, not just an excellent ride, but the placing off the horse.
He always winds me up telling me that Don Lavant's got a bit of a big belly, but he doesn't have a big belly. He's just more rounded than some of the others. But yeah, I think he thinks that I give him an extra scoop of feed in the night because I like him, but yeah, he's repaid me. So
he'll deserve an extra scoop tonight with some good shots of your dad watching the race on him. I can't imagine it's easy for him.
No, I wouldn't say so. Me and my younger sister both ride, and when I watch her, I find it awful, so I can only imagine what he feels like.
And tell us about your first memory back in State of Play. I'm sure you were still at school, and were you always wanting to ride?
Yeah, for a long time we always enjoyed like horses because we've always been around them, but I wouldn't say it was top of my list, you know. I just copied what everybody else was doing in school, wanted to do what they were doing, but once I left school then I was pretty one-track minded into riding and horses.
Well, one-track minded was a fantastic ride, great bit of placing, your biggest success, well done.
Thank you very much, thanks everybody.